Flow only 1 for 7 in the series. There was some speculation on the part of the media, at least, that perhaps Pat Riley would go with the veteran Rolando Blackman, who's yet to play in this series. Rose ready to go, said the story in the New York Post. But Pat Riley, to this point, has not used either player tonight.
Well, when you remember Pat Riley with the Lakers, he always shortened up that rotation. Of course, he had very versatile guards in Michael Cooper and Magic Johnson, but it was just Scott, Cooper, and Johnson.
Rolando Blackman has played only 34 minutes in the entire playoffs. Herrera had it knocked away. It will be Houston ball with 10 on the 24. Let's get back to Hannah.
Well, Marv, here's the final word on the night for Robert Horry. He is done. It seems that back just kept tightening up when he was out there. And actually, the team doctors are going to x-ray his tailbone. They fear that there might be a break there. Marv?
Thank you, Hannah. Elijah Wan, rebounded by Ewing. Robert Horry hit the floor hard. The result of that flagrant foul on Anthony Mason, and it's not been the same since. So Horry is through for the game. Ewing rejected by Elijah Wan. Oakley gives it up. Hopper for 3. And a foul. Stay right here, says Hugh Evans. Foul against the Rockets on Matt Bullard.
Well, the Knicks have been going to screen roll, and they're getting Ewing on the roll, and he is challenging Olajuwon, taking the ball to the basket, but Olajuwon is meeting that challenge and knocking it out of there. But that is still good for the Knicks because they get a second chance. But Olajuwon is so good in there at timing his leap, and normally a great shot blocker blocks other people's shot. He's able to get his own guy.
Charles Oakley, 3 of 4 from the line. Oakley with 13 points, 17 rebounds. But how about Patrick Ewing? Again, it has been a jump shooting exhibition. He's only 3 for his last 14, 6 of 23. This, the type of game that he had against the Rockets of the regular season.
But the last few times, Marty is taking the ball to the basket. He just can't draw a foul against a great defensive player like Olajuwon. In fact, he's getting his shot knocked out of there.
Olajuwon with 5 blocks tonight. He had 7, as did Ewing in game 3. The Knicks lead by 2 with just under 6 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Olajuwon stripped, then able to recover. Olajuwon, yes. Hakeem Olajuwon facing double and triple teaming. Now has 26 points, and he has certainly done it here in the 4th quarter. 8 of his 26 in the 4th, and the game is tied at 72. Here's Ewing. Nice change by Patrick Ewing. How to adjust that shot.
A little bit of a double clutch, and this time instead of going all the way to the rim, pulled up and just inside the dotted line, figured I better stop going in there. He keeps sending it out. Nice adjustment by Patrick Ewing.
And the Knicks with a 2-point lead. Hopper called for the foul. That is his 4th.
Well, Patrick Ewing was fronting Olajuwon here. John started over for the steal, but somehow or other, Olajuwon able to avoid the defense to get that little shot, and Patrick Ewing with a little double clutch and a little touch shot from about 8 feet.
Out to Sell and Maxwell in the backcourt. Herrera, Olajuwon, Bullard up front. Ewing breaks it up. Starks able to come up with it, fouled by Herrera. Rockets are over the foul limit. The next foul will put the Knicks in that situation.
Patrick Ewing bodying and fronting Olajuwon. This time better pressure out on the perimeter to prevent that pass in there. And as Herrera breaks down Charles Oakley, Ewing gives up his position against Olajuwon to come over and block that shot. Something that Patrick was unable to do in the closing minutes of game 3, and it cost the Knicks a couple of baskets when Otis Thorpe was driving to the basket. But right now, the Rockets have kind of a small forward group in there, even though Matt Bullard is 6'10", he's more of a perimeter guy, and Carl Herrera not that big and strong. Consequently, we got Otis Thorpe coming back into the ballgame.
And Otis Thorpe re-entering despite 5 fouls. Robert Horry, a major loss, out the rest of the game. Herrera will sit down, so Rudy Tomjanovich will go with Thorpe, who has the 5 fouls. John Starks giving the Knicks a 75-72 lead by hitting 1 of 2, just under 5 minutes remaining. 4th quarter, Knicks trying to tie the series at 2. Houston looking to go up 3 games to 1. Olajuwon couldn't handle it.
Another fronting job by Patrick Ewing, but the key here is the pressure by Derek Harper on the passer, Sam Cassell, forcing a tough pass and a turnover.
20th turnover by the Rockets. Ewing, and a loose ball foul is called. It's on Bullard. That is his second.
Well, the big, strong front line of the Knicks, and I'm talking about Mason and Oakley right now, really doing a lot of damage against Houston on the offensive boards. Thorpe has to be very careful with those 5 personal fouls, and Matt Bullard just not strong enough to hold those guys out.
Charles Oakley 4 of 6